Hello guys, welcome to another part of our course, and in this part of the course we're going to work on the bottom navigation. I believe that you already noticed that we had not integrated the bottom navigation, and so this is the part where we integrate it. We had already done it at some point, okay, but we didn't integrate it, so we'll just integrate that bottom navigation in all the pages that need the bottom navigation, and then we will work on the notification page. All right, so let's start with the home page. So if we come over here to pages and then we come to home, now this is how our home page looks like. Okay, so I particularly do not like the fact that um, this place is way too close to the top, and I don't like it. And then moreover, it just hides, right? You see here it hides, like the top part hides when the user scrolls. I don't like it. If you come here to when it's being demoed, let me just do an instant reload. Now you see it's not, I want it to be sticking to the top. So how do we do that? Now we have to come here. This is our main column, right? We want to put something on top of another thing, and so we use something called a stack, and that's where we will also put our bottom navigation. So we are going to right click on the column and wrap the column with a stack widget. And then with that, we'll go ahead and let's go ahead and wrap this first with something. So I'm going to right click on this and wrap it with a container, because we want to make the background a container so it can have a color, not just a row. So I'm wrapping it with a container. The container's width is going to be infinite. Okay. And then the height is going to be 50. All right, now this is good. And then I want to go ahead, click on this, click on that. This is the container. I'm going to cut this out by saying Command X, okay? Or Control X on your keyboard if you're using a Windows. And then I will click on the stack and I will Command V, that's Control V to paste it. Now it is here. It is no longer going to be moving. It's just going to be sticking there to the top. Now let's click on here and close this, and you will see this is our container. So we can even rename it and say top bar, something like that. So now we need to do something. We need to at least give it some padding from the top, maybe 14. All right, something reasonable like that. And then also we need to give it a color. So we need to give it a fill color and say secondary color. That makes it white. That means things can now go under it, okay? In fact, I would prefer, instead of giving a padding, okay, let's remove a padding. Let's just make the width, the height a bit reasonable, 60. Okay, now that way it works even better for me. Now we need to just go ahead and give this one, let's click on this. This is the main row. This is the other row. So let's give this row a padding of 20. All right, so it just comes inside, and then this notification icon, we need to give it a 20. Okay, now that way we have this. But now look at this. This is stopping here. Okay, it's not showing everything. So what we need to do is click on this, click on the column, click on the row, and give it a better padding, maybe 50. All right, so I think this is good. Yeah, I think this is good. But I think we should make it, bigger than that. Maybe let's just make these 70. Okay, so hello, and then this. We will just get to see how it looks like, and then we can always change. Now we have this. The next thing we need to do is the bottom navigation, okay? So bottom navigation, we will go ahead and click on this and close this. This is our top bar. We click to close it. And then the next one here, we're going to click to add a container. It's going to have an infinite width. The height, okay, actually, we don't need to do it like that. Let's delete it. Let's click on this and delete it. Let's come over here to the stack, and we want to add a component. So we click there, and we click here to add a component, and we will see bottom nav here. So we click here. So if you see, our bottom nav is already here. So the next thing we need to do is click here on the alignment to tell it I want it to be at the bottom. Okay, now that works already. What we need to do now is let's see. We need to go ahead and go to the bottom nav. Where is it? We need to click on components and see bottom nav and click on this container. Okay, great. I need to make this a bit bigger. So let's make this 60. Okay, so now this is 60. It looks a bit reasonable. So let's come back to home. And this is how it looks like. Don't worry, it might look like this in your Flutterflow dashboard, but it's gonna look way different in the other side. The only thing we need to do now is just to fix what happens when the user clicks on it. So let's click here, go back to components, go to bottom nav, and let's give it direction. So when the user clicks on this, we already did set this up. When the user clicks on this, all right, it updates app state, all of this. What we did not do is we did not tell it where to go to. Yeah, so we're going to say add an action, navigate to home. Yes, so we're gonna add fade and say 500. Okay, so home. Then for this one, we're gonna tell it to click to add an action. We're gonna say navigate to my trips. Okay, somehow it's not coming up. Navigate to my trips. Okay, so we will say not instant. We want to make it fade 500, and there you go. Then the next one is going to be favorite, right? Yes, so we will go ahead and click to add an action, navigate to favorite. Where do we have the favorite? Favorite. I think it's called wish list. Yeah, so we called it wish list. And where is the wish list here? Okay, yeah, this is it, wish list. And then we say fade and say 500. We can even do it instant. I like to make it instant. Let's change it to instant. Okay, so let's click this and make it instant to instant. And here, make it instant. Okay. All right, then the last one here is gonna be, we're going to be navigating to profile. And it's gonna be instant. All right, so we have this, and that's perfectly done, I must say. Click on home, and that's about it. So it's here. Now let's go ahead and add all of these to the different pages that needs it. So I'm going to go ahead and just copy. No, I don't need to copy it. We just need to go to another page. Where is the page? We need to go to my trips. Let's go to my trips. Where is it? My trips. Yes. Go to widget tree, and we do the same thing. I'm gonna right click on this, wrap the widget in a stack, then click on the stack and add bottom navigation and click on this. That's nicely done again. Then let's go to wish list. Now this is a wish list. We click on column, right click, wrap a widget in a stack, click on add something to the stack, click on component and add bottom nav and click it down. That's it. Then the last one is going to be the profile. So we will click on the widget tree, click and close the column here, right click on it and say wrap widget in a stack, click to add a component on the stack and bottom nav and send it downwards. Okay, so this way we have successfully added the bottom navigation to all the pages that it needs. Now let's go ahead and we're going to have to just end the test session and just run a new one. While we are waiting to see it. So I'm gonna just close this old one. So we worked on bottom navigation, and the idea was to work on bottom navigation and notification. So while we are waiting for this to show up, let's just go ahead and then work on notification. So let's click on this one and give it a padding of 20 from the top. All right, so now we're good. Wait, how is this my wish list? This is not supposed to be my wish list. This is supposed to be your profile. Why was this my wish list? Your profile. Okay. Okay, so this is profile actually. Great. Then I think we might have some challenges. Yeah, I can feel there might be some issues here, but we will fix it. Now, the next thing we need to go to is notification. This is very easy. Let's delete each of the rows. And we had already wrapped it in a widget, in a list view widget. So we just need to go to Firestore and create another collection called notifications. Okay, so we will click on create and start from scratch to set up the schema. Here we're going to say user. This is going to be a document reference of the user that this particular notification is for. So we will click on check. Then we're going to say, let's just say title. Should we just say maybe notification? So this is going to be the main content of the notification. It's a text. Okay, so let's say string. Let me see how it looks like. So here it says your, okay, your ticket is, you have made a reservation. Okay, let's say you've made a reservation, you've booked a reservation. I'm just thinking of what can be written here. You have booked a reservation. You have booked a reservation, and then maybe details of the reservation. Okay, so let's call this name of trip, destination. Let's call it destination. Destination, it's a string, and check. Start date. I just say start date, and we will say no, it's not gonna be that. It's gonna be date time, and end date. End date is going to be date time as well. Okay, destination. I think that's all. I don't really want to put a lot of things in that notification. So here we will check and say your okay, let's say trip reservation successful. Then here we will say your ticket is ready. Nope. Let's remove this and add a rich text. So we're going to be adding a rich text, and the rich text is going to say, let's come here and just make it normal and black. Okay, not black, let's say secondary. Yes. Okay, so we will say you have successfully reserved, booked. You have successfully booked. Now we've booked, so let's go to the next one. You successfully booked a particular place. Okay, booked, let's say Bali Resort Center. Now let's go ahead and then do something to these. Let's look for something. What are we doing? Let's do these. Okay. Yep, let's do that. So rich text, your reservation is successful. And then here, rich text, let's give it some padding. Let's say 12. Okay, no, 12 is so much. Let's say 4. You have successfully booked booked these. Okay, let's say from, I'm adding another one from okay, from start date, space 2, and then end date. Okay, so now let me show you how we're going to use this. So we're going to go ahead and click this to query. We're going to query the notification collection, list of documents, and we're going to filter it by saying the user has to be equal to the authenticated user reference. Okay, that's it. Then we confirm. So we're doing that because we don't want someone else to, another user to see another user A to see user B's notification. Yeah, that's a breach of privacy. So let's just make these 12. No, not from the top. We need to make it 12 from the bottom. Okay, good. So here we need to go ahead, and we've just queried it, so we can now collect the data here. So here I'll click on this and say notification. We say destination. Okay, destination. So for some reason I have to add space here. Okay, and then from source of time, so start date is going to be start date. I'm going to say date time format. I'm going to say this format, confirm. Okay, then tool, and then the end date is going to be here as well. Date time format, this one, confirm. Okay, that's perfect. So we're done with this. Now, how does the platform get a notification? How does the platform get a notification? How do we get a notification document? Like, how do we populate it? Now we are going to have to come to where we make let's call booking, right? I think there's a place where there's a page we call booking. This is where booking is made. So we click here, all right, and then we're going to add an action that is creating the document. So we will say here, rate. This is where we are going to go ahead and create another, like, so when this is successful. So we're going to add an action. Okay, and then we say backend database firestore create document. We're creating a document in notifications, and we're gonna do all of these. I think that's all we have. Yeah, so we will click here. The user is going to be the authenticated user. Okay, and then destination is going to be the name of the destination. So we're going to go ahead and say let's see, we're going to go ahead and say destination name here. So we're picking it from that page. Then the start date is going to be destinations document okay, so I think this is where we need to, yeah, so we stored this in the app state, right? We stored this in the app state, so we will just come here and store it at once here. So start date is here, and then we close this, and then end date is going to also be here, end date. All right, so this is it, and we're done with the notification part. So I don't know, do we have time here? So let's run an instant reload so we can just test the navigation and make a reservation. Okay, so right now if we reload this is the CMS in Flutter Flow. That way we can see whether there is a reservation or not. All right, So we are now going to have access to, let's look at these. There is no bookings. All right, we have destinations too. We have just one user. We don't have any reviews yet. We don't have any notifications yet. So here at this point, I'm just waiting for this to load up so we can see our beautiful application. Okay, so for some reason, it is not showing me the application. I do not know why. So I'm gonna do an instant reload and then wait for some seconds. That was quite fast. I don't know why it was that fast to load, but it is refusing to load up here. We just have to be patient. We're going to see it soon. Okay, let's see. I think after these, what I will now do is I will show you how to web publish. So we'll do a web publishing. It will be a short tutorial. So we'll do web publishing, okay, and yeah, just web publishing. Okay, what is happening to our application? What is happening to the instant reload? I don't know why this is taking so long. Let me be sure that I have network. Can't. Yes, I have network, but okay, something is wrong. Something was wrong. It reloaded on its own now, so I think it's trying to prepare cloud resources, so it should be up and running soon. Let's just wait it once and see what it shows up. But I don't think this is gonna reach this before it loads up. Okay, I think it's trying to make me wrong. Okay, so let's see what we're gonna do. We're almost done with some basic part. We're going to start working on the more complex side. Not really so complex. We will work on the admin panel and build up significantly. All right, so this is still loading and loading and loading. Okay, so I think this is what we're gonna do. I will just continue in the next part so that by then they should have loaded up and you would have been seeing it. And I think in the next part, we will be working on the admin panel. Or should I just wait? So we can just be sure of what we have done so far. Let's just wait and see it. Yeah, let's just wait. You can skip this until when this had showed up. Okay, I'm not really editing this video. Okay, so for some reason I don't know why this is not coming up. All right, so I think this is where we might begin considering using the web publish mode, which I haven't shown you yet. So, but just go ahead, if you've reached this particular point, just go ahead and run it from your end and test it. I will just, end the tutorial at this point and then we can continue in the next one. See you soon, guys. Okay, well, that was fast enough. See you soon really fast. Okay, so this is it. Our app showed up. I think it just took some time to load up. So this is it. We have two popular packages and we have one favorite location. All right, really cool. We haven't worked on this yet. We will. And what we need to do is, okay, I think we need to do something really fast here. Let's come to home. I don't like that beeping text field. Let's come here to this place that says autofocus. Let's turn it off. Yeah, so we turn that off. That's what is always making it to load up like this, let's leave it like that. So now I told you guys about what was possibly going to happen here. Yeah, they're all clustered together. Yeah, so I thought about that. I knew it was going to possibly happen. So let's see the spacing that we're supposed to give on this stuff. Let's go to component and we can go here. let's see the spacing that is being given. So click on your option key to see the spacing. It's 45 pixel. So what I'm gonna do here is this is gonna have a 45 pixel to the right, so 45 pixel, and this one is gonna have 45 pixel. This is going to have 45 pixel. Yep. And then the last one. Okay, this is this one, and then we have this guy, which is the profile guy, and this is gonna have 45. So now we are just going to go ahead and do an instant reload. So as we're doing an instant reload, it should just load up quickly, and then we can see the updated version of our application. So we will just wait it once to look at it. Yeah, we're just waiting at once to look at it. I'm waiting to, let's wait. So I think we all have to learn how to be patient while waiting for the manifestations of the things that we want to see. Okay, now this is cool, but this one has spaced properly between these and these. The only thing that has not spaced properly is between these and these. Because these did not have okay, so let's see if I click on this. Yeah, they don't really have that spacing. This one doesn't have that spacing, it just has on this. Okay, so we actually have, it's actually working properly, but this doesn't just have what we need. Okay, this one is fine. We click here, so we need to have a spacing for these on the left hand side. So do we put it on this one? Yeah, I think we should put it on this one. So on the home, this place, let's give it 45, and this one, let's give it 45, and this one, let's give it 45. The other one, I think it was fine. So yeah, we just go ahead and do an instant reload while we check it out. So this was basically bottom navigation fix and notification fix. All right, so that's about it. Now we are just testing the bottom navigation. On the notification side, we will test it as well. I think that's like, we don't have a lot of things to do anymore. We just have to go work on our admin panel. So let's okay, now we have it. It's looking good, but this guy is starting at the beginning. I don't like it. You see, it's starting at the beginning here, but I feel it should have like I think it should have its own 20 pixel from here, right? Even I'm not so wrong. Let me see on the main design. So let's say designer. Yeah, I feel like this guy is supposed to have something like that. I've seen that particular home icon. Yeah, I like this. So this is it. So let's add, we've given it 20 here. I think that's principal. It's okay. So 20, yeah, it's gonna start from here too. So I think that way it's okay for all of us. Okay, so after we've seen the fix of that, we will just try to book a location, book a destination, and then see the notification that we get, and that will be it. So let's see here what we have. This tutorial is already getting so long, so I think we will have to just yeah, this is it. So this is our application, okay, and this is looking out really good. Yep, this is good. So we click here. All right, okay, click here. Okay, so we still have a lot of fixes. So the home it needs a 20 at the beginning. This one needs a 20 at the beginning, and this one needs a 20 at the beginning. No, it doesn't have it. It doesn't have a beginning. It doesn't have a beginning. My trip doesn't have a beginning. Oh, I think I didn't do it right there. This doesn't have this. Doesn't really need this. And then this doesn't need a 20 at the beginning either. It was only these that needed it. Okay, so if we do an instant reload now, we have done major fixes. This is really beautiful. I like what we're creating here. I like it so very much. So this is it, and I hope that you're learning so well already, and you can, you know, use this into a business, like turn it into a business of your own, and then do something significant for yourself. Okay, so well, somehow now we have an error. We have an error. Click this, and click this. I don't know why we have that error. We have an error there somewhere. We have an error. And it's because we added 20 somewhere. And now we have an error. We have an error here, and it's really obvious. Yeah, it's really obvious. So wish list, then the other person, it should be this. It should be the, okay, so I'm just gonna make these, I'm gonna just expand it just so I can see it. So I see here 45. It doesn't have that. I don't know why it has that error really, but we didn't have that error when my trip wish list. Okay, so I don't know where we wish list. Could it be wish list? I don't know where we're having that issue from. This is 45. Yeah, it has to have 45. Everyone has 45. Home has from here. Home has from here as well. Home has both side. This one has one edge. Okay. I'm trying to figure out where we have the error from. All right. So I think this should just have 20. I think. Okay. All right, guys. We will try to fix up. No, is it 20? Yeah, 20. We will try to see how we can fix up every available error in. We will dedicate a particular part to fixing errors. All right, so because this one will just take us a lot of time to resolve. Okay, we'll get to see in the next part of the video. See you soon, guys.